No.
Yeah, we have one on.
Side.
Okay, I think we're okay.
Yeah, with those fine.
Okay.
Entry, stuff for it.
Okay,
He wrote it there, we had a few there.
Yeah.
thank you. If you would turn yours on and pull it over so we can hear you if you speak. All right, the time is 5:05 and I will open the July 2026 meeting of the Zoning Board of Appeals. We just have one item on our agenda, which is a public hearing. So again, at 5:05, I will open the public hearing for 9 Eagle Street. And we'll review all this. We may have one other member who's arriving in the next 5 or 10 minutes. So we'll talk slowly till he gets here. But you've submitted very complete information in addition to comments from some of the neighbors. I do see one of the neighbors in the audience. Do you have anything you want to add, Charlie?
No, not really. I do have a copy of letter that I dropped off.
We have 2 letters here, one from Charlie Baker next door, and then the
Oh,
one that
that's the
has
one
4
tonight.
signatures on it. Yes.
All of the adjacent neighbors, the north and south side, and the 2 that live directly across the street, all have signed that letter.
Okay.
They feel that this request, is reasonable for what he's asking for. It, is compatible in terms of size with other buildings and residences in the neighborhood. And what it does is it creates a very livable, large, single-family home, which we really need in this village. And it will really be an asset, not only to our street, but to the village. We need to grant this variance.
Thank you. And that's Charlie Hill. And what is your address, Charlie?
10 acres.
10 Eagle Street. All right. Thanks, Stephen. So we now have quorum +1. Thank you. I don't remember if you were here last week. Did you have a chance to review the information?
Yes, yeah, I was here last month.
Okay, thank you. Last month, so thanks.
Wait, one second.
And
Did
you
you
were-
say
Say there was an additional letter from a Charlie Baker.
oh, he just
Yeah.
gave us that.
Oh,
Copy right here.
thank you.
I'll read both letters. So the first one that Charlie Hill just referred to says, to the zoning board, dear Mrs. Snell and ZBA members, this letter is in response by adjacent neighbors of 9 Eagle Street to your notice of public hearing. We reviewed the plans for the overall renovation of the total structure, including the addition to the rear of the building and a new deck. The request is reasonable, compatible with other residences on the street, and an improvement in the livability of this single-family residence, important factors in our review. We ask you to approve this request for a variance in the side setback as requested by the applicant. Thank you for considering your recommendation. And it's signed by Charlie and Julie Hill, 10 Eagle, Brenda Palmer, 11 Eagle, Charlie Baker, 7 Eagle, and Tom Lyon, 8 Eagle. The other letter is a separate letter from Charles Baker and Caridad Fuertes, dated July 6, to the Zoning Board of Appeals. We've lived at 7 Eagle Street for the past 20 years, and we're pleased to submit this letter in support of Adam Sittler's plans for the renovation of the house at 9 Eagle Street, which sits directly next door to our home. Mr. Sittler shared his plans for the renovation with us, and in our opinion, the renovations will create a much improved home that will fit in very well with the other homes on our beautiful block. We support the renovation without reservation, look forward to its completion. Thank you. You've done a lot of neighbor work. I appreciate that. All right.
Charlie too.
Yes, I think so. Thank you, Charlie, too. All right. Does anyone there is one set of drawings here for anyone to review, which has dimensions that the other drawings don't have. If anybody would like to look at that just for any information, still the same scale, but
But that's different from what's in here.
that one doesn't have dimensions.
Oh, that was it.
You
Yeah.
looked at this one.
Okay, yes.
Just for clarity, the addition that's coming down is closer to the property line than what's proposed for this larger addition. The one that's coming off is like 5 or 6 feet deep. Is that about right? 6.5 feet deep?
Yep.
And the proposed addition is 24 feet deep and 5 feet 1 inches from the side property line. The existing house is as close as 1 feet, a portion of the existing house is as close as 1 feet 1 inches to the property line. So this sits back further than other portions of the home. It is 2 stories. There's a deck behind it, but at this point there is no indication that any portion of the deck will be higher than 4 feet. So there's no need for a variance. And if there is any piece that ends up being required to be higher, the owners or Zach is gonna, hopefully be able to just work it out with Charlie Baker next door and have a written acquiescence enabling him to go even up to 8 feet high, but anywhere between 4 and 8 requires either neighbor's acquiescence or a variance process. So we're just addressing the addition at this point. I do also have the responses to our criteria, which I will read. And if anyone can add any other comments that they would have. Okay. Whether an undesirable change will be produced in the character of the neighborhood or detriment to nearby properties will be created by the granting of the area variance. And the applicant's response is no, it will improve the appearance, historical accuracy, and conform to neighboring homes. Does anyone else have anything else to add to that?
May I ask how? It will improve historical accuracy?
Well, for one, the back addition that I'm already got approved to demolish was built, we think in like the 70s. It was very crude, kind of just single shed roof off the back. It was basically just an exterior enclosed staircase, I think, when they turned it into a duplex. So it has no historical significance. It makes the house look strange and not really like the other neighboring homes. And so by eliminating that and going with the gable design that I proposed, it basically matches both houses on either side.
And H Barb has approved this. They've seen
Yes.
this and approved it, so.
Okay.
It's telling.
Number 2, whether the benefits sought by the applicant can be achieved by some method feasible for the applicant to pursue other than an area variance. No, due to the existing house site and property lines, it's not feasible to build a new addition within the required setbacks.
And this is kind of replacing. I mean,
It's extending it deeper, but it is replacing what
yeah,
you just
right,
described.
right.
It's being removed.
Yeah, but so it's kind of something already there.
Right. Yeah, the whole property is already developed and there's
Yeah,
a 2-car wide driveway and garage at the end on the other side, so that restricts any options of adding that direction. Whether the requested area variance is substantial? No, and the new structure will actually increase the distance from the property line compared to the current rear structure that will be removed. True?
mhm.
Any other comments there? Fourth, whether the proposed variance will have an adverse effect or impact on the physical or environmental conditions in the neighborhood or district. No, it will be similar to neighboring properties and improve the appearance in the house from the street. It's hard for me to.
I think it's converting.
Converting back to a single-family home also maintains the existing single-family context of the homes on Eagle Street. Any other comments in the board?
Mhm.
And the last one, whether the alleged difficulty was self-created, which consideration shall be relevant to the decision of the Board of Appeals, but shall not necessarily preclude the granting of the area variance. The response was no, the existing new structure is beyond repair, not original to the home, and is an enclosed staircase for the existing upstairs apartment, converting the house back to a single-family home makes this staircase unnecessary. I would say in addition to that, typically the alleged difficulty is considered self-created only because when you bought the house, the law was in place and, so it's your decision to kind of make changes that kind of was a self-created component. But that's often the case with developed properties in the village. Any other thoughts or comments?
Not for me.
Any further discussion? I think we'll look to Marcy and see if she wants to make a motion.
Okay, I would make a motion to grant an area variance to 9 Eagle Street for an addition to the primary structure as per the plan dated June 2nd, 2026.
July 7th, I'm sorry.
July, okay, so
There's two
July.
different-
So
Sorry.
June, July. I'm in the right
Tomato,
year.
tomato.
Yeah.
June 2nd for the elevations, July 7th for the plan.
So per the plan dated July 7th,
7th, yeah.
2026. Okay, the proposed addition will be located 5 feet 1 inches from the side property line, which requires 4 feet 11 inches of relief from the required 10-foot setback. And it will extend 24 feet along the side. The addition will have a height of 16 feet 8 inches above grade to the eave and 25 feet 6 inches to the ridge. The addition that this construction replaces, I don't know if that's appropriate, but the addition that this construction replaces already sits closer to the property line than this proposed addition, making for less of a nonconformity. Does that make sense?
I would just say that the addition that will be removed.
Oh, good, thank you. Simpler.
Can you restate that then with that change?
You want me to reread it or?
Yes, please.
Because I lost you.
Oh, good. We have it written down.
Okay.
Oh, no, but you can't read my writing, so never mind, I'll read it. I'd make a motion to grant an area variance at 9 Eagle Street for an addition to the primary structure as per the plan dated July 7th, 2026. The proposed addition will be located 5 feet 1 inch from the side property line, which requires 4 feet 11 inches in relief from the required 10-foot setback. It will extend 24 feet along the side. The addition will have a height of 16 feet 8 inches
16 feet.
8 inches above grade to the eave and 25 feet 6 inches to the ridge. Okay, the structure that will be removed already sits closer to the property line than this proposed addition. Making for less of a nonconformity.
That's it.
That's it.
Okay, is there a second?
I would second.
All right. Any further discussion? I'm gonna ask you to read that back.
Marcy made a motion to grant an area variance at 9 Eagle Street for an addition to the primary structure as per the plan dated July 7th, 2026. The proposed addition will be located 5 feet 1 inch from the side property line, which requires 4 feet 11 inches of relief from the required 10-foot setback. It will extend 24 feet along the side. Side.
Yeah,
The addition will have a height of 16 feet 8 inches above grade to the eave and 25 feet 6 inches to the ridge. The structure that will be removed already sits closer to the property line than this addition, making for less of a non-conformity.
Okay. We'll have a vote. All those in favor?
I,
No opposition. And I neglected to close a public hearing, but I will do so now at 5:20. Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Good luck on your project.
Yeah, excited to get going.
Bye.
Thank you for all your help. Do I need to do anything else for you, Nick, to get the?
I'll be at that out
Okay.
there.
A general question too, it's more probably historically related, but I'm somewhat on the fence of. I applied for the LP Smart Site siding, and I'm considering going back to just a regular wood one in lieu of that. What is the process?
Field change,
Okay, you submit that to you or you go to a direct submit? Okay,
through H4.
all right, and then that's something that you just submit to them and then?
Well, you have another meeting.
Okay.
so-
Well, when I get to that point, I'll let you.
Yeah, just let me know.
Didn't know how appreciated it was.
Yeah, any changes would be field changes.
Okay. All right,
Okay,
Thank you.
thanks a lot.
yeah, thanks again, I appreciate it.
No problem.
All right, we have minutes to look at.
Thanks.
Thank you.
See you again.
yeah, I found one thing on the minutes. I think Jay Shelby, I think she spells her name Jaye.
Your rights. That is,
I know she's on the, is it Friends of the Parks or the Parks Board? I don't remember which. And that was the only thing I came across. Okay, sorry, it's something
Okay, make a motion
I like editing.
to approve with that.
I'll make a motion to
Yep.
approve the minutes as presented with the change to Jay Shelby's name.
Is there a second?
Second.
Further discussion? All in favor? Aye.
Yes.
Thank you.
Ken.
Thanks very much, Nick. So these are the drawings that have the dimensions on them that we're referring to today, so. And they look very similar to the other ones that don't have the dimensions, so keep these,
I'll put that inside.
yeah. You might even add a note like ZBA review or like something that sets them apart from the other earlier ones. You look like you have something to say.
I was just gonna ask, do we, besides the minutes, do we keep a record of, for instance, the drawings that were submitted? And where is that maintained?
Give them a file.
Yeah, zoning enforcement officer, there's a set of,
Okay, you keep a file in the.
there's a wall
I
of
would-
files.
Just
Yeah.
occurred to me, I have no idea.
Yeah, it used to, is it still like this, Nick? It used to be like there was a file for each house.
Each
Yeah.
property.
Yeah.
Each property has its own individual
Mhm.
file.
Mhm.
Which is kind of nice, Monica, because you can look back and say, you know, oh, didn't we do something for them or didn't,
Yeah,
what was it originally? And, you know, they're just, it can answer a lot of questions.
I would think. It just occurred to me, like, when you were talking about that, well, where does that actually go? Where does that sit?
Right. So in these days of so much being on the computer, including scanned information you send us, is that also kept
It's on the
Computer?
stand. We started to set up folders. Chris had started them when he was here.
in your
So I'm
computer?
continuing them.
So that supplements the physical
Yeah.
files?
Yeah.
Okay,
So
that's
we have
good.
like anything that's emailed, it's saved in the file. It's saved by the meeting date,
Okay,
so.
so like last week when we had the one where Jay Shelby spoke, do you have physical copies of those drawings too, or is that only available in the CAD format?
Which drawing,
The one on,
94.
84?
yeah, Pioneer Street?
Yeah, it probably, since it was sent over, I also have it on the computer. So,
But there's no physical printout of that anywhere.
well, I'm trying to remember if I handed out a copy of it.
Yeah, I don't think you did to us. I remember just looking at the,
It wouldn't be, if they brought them in the meeting, it wouldn't migrate over to the computer. It's usually
Okay.
before the meeting. I'll scan everything when I scan it over to you guys.
I would think it would be helpful to make sure that they submit at least one print copy so that you can, so that the you know, physical files are the most complete.
Yeah, up to date.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you ever get many FOIL requests or for records like that?
That would be a question for Marcia.
Not for these?
No. Some, maybe something, it was large, you know, if it's a large scale
Oh,
development.
yeah,
that we've been about. But nothing in the.
nothing in the normal
No,
course of
things like
business.
these, no.
And I would think, I mean, normally if someone has a question, as long as they access the files in your office, I would think that, you know, and you were helping.
Yeah. It was just to let them,
Yeah.
yes, that makes sense.
Okay. All right, the time is 5:25. We will adjourn.
I make a motion.
Motion,
to
yep,
adjourn.
second.
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Yes.
Thank you.
That was the most painless thing I've done all day.
I would be caught. I was thinking next week. Yeah. Was the. And
it's weird, it's like the way.
yeah. Yeah. Works and. I'm gonna make sure I have some.